Welcome back to. I was about to say welcome back to Full Pedal Fred. Welcome back to Man Down Sports, man. We got the crew here, Brittany and Chris. We were supposed to have Jay here, but he having technical difficulties, and they are not getting fixed. That's what delayed us a little bit. Trying to get Jay stuff situated, but Wi-Fi is not his friend tonight. But he might pop back in if he can get it under control. He might not pop back in. We'll see. But other than that, man, we ain't did this in what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that.
A little bit longer than that.
It's longer than that. Y'all be play pimping.
Be what?
Y'all be play pimping. Hold on, let me see. Let's try Jay one more time. Hey, we'll see how long this one lasts, Jay.
How many fingers am I holding up, Jay?
Don't move too fast.
17.
He on a crazy tape. He on tape delay and dial up. this ought to be a fun one, man. But we'll do the best we can with it. As you come in on the stream, make sure you hit the like button.
Ooh.
Make sure you hit the share button to get everybody up in here. There's a lot of people not getting their notifications. Make sure if you already subscribed to make sure you got the notification bell checked. YouTube has been unchecking it for some people, so make sure that's checked so you get notified whenever we go live. And last but not least is football season almost. And we have 2 new football shows on a brand new football channel. If you type in Man Down Sports Football on YouTube and you go over there, you're going to see the Blitz and you're going to see Between the Hashes, 2 really good football shows, and they're going to hold y'all down for the entire season and beyond. Y'all will be getting content from them. So all the football stuff that y'all want to support us for, we're going to keep giving it to you. But it's over there on Man Down Sports Football. Go check it out. Go subscribe. Go look at the episodes. It's already there. Leave comments and do all that good stuff, man. But we got a lot of stuff we got to talk about tonight, starting with LeBron James and the Lakers and his decision, or maybe the Lakers' decision for him not to come back and for him to move on from the king. We got to have a conversation about that because everyone is debating and talking about if his 8-year tenure with the Lakers was a success or was it a failure? How did you grade it and all this stuff? And I've been hearing all these people say this stuff, and I kind of want to get y'all thoughts on it. Before we get started, a word from Underdog. Underdog Fantasy is the best place to play fantasy sports. I want to tell you about the easiest way to get in on some NBA action with Underdog Fantasy and their pick'em game. Just find your favorite player or any player for that matter, pick higher or lower on that player's stats, and you can win up to 20 times your money in one night. Pick between 2 or 5 players to fill your pick'em entry. Get every pick right, and you can net yourself some serious cash. Use the promo code Man Down Sports and get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Plus, now that it's football season, you can follow Man Down Sports as we reveal our favorite picks from week to week. Like I said before, pick your favorite player, pick higher or lower, choose your dollar amount, and win some money. It's just that easy. Make picks, win money. We also want to thank Underdog Fantasy for partnering with us, and we want to thank you for helping the channel out by using Man Down Sports on Underdog Fantasy. All right, man, let's get it started, man. So I was listening to The Odd Couple on Fox Sports, Rob Parker and his partner. I always forget his name, but they was having a conversation about LeBron James and the Lakers, and Rob Parker seemed to believe his time with the Lakers wasn't a success, even though they won the championship. And his partner thought otherwise. And I want you to hear how they kind of went back and forth with it.
So I believe absolutely there was left to be desired. If maybe go like a grading scale, I'm going to give it a B-. The Lakers were great to him. They brought his son in. They got coaches in. They worked with him. He was great for them. Got him a championship. Kept him in the postseason somewhere they hadn't been. And also, obviously, just having a star face to the team. And so I think it was a great mutual beneficial relationship that they both amicably ended and moved on. And I think that's fine. I think it's a bit overblown. Yes, you wanted more. Yes, you would love to have 2-3 rings. But when you compare it to the last 8 years with everything else the league did, there's not, other side from Steph, maybe that might be the only thing, the run he went on. There's nothing else that was just amazing past that. Giannis now in Miami because he wasn't doing nothing. You already know how I feel about Joker. I want more from him if he's that Don Dada like everybody makes it out to be. So you absolutely wanted some more. There was a couple of years you thought maybe they got to the Western Conference Final. They played Denver Bader. Maybe they get to the finals, and you never know. So he left some on the table. Completely agree with that. You wanted more, but people are overblowing and acting like it was some terrible thing when you look at where the Lakers were before that. And when you look at the rest of the league and what the league had done, it's been 8 different championships. No one's become this powerhouse winning every single year.
This is your stinking LeBron tenure in Los Angeles.
What is it?
3 play-in tournament wins, 3 first-round exits, 2 times he was swept out of the playoffs, and 2 times he missed the playoffs entirely. Are you kidding me? That is a dud. And the one championship was the bubble championship in Orlando. That's all I'm saying. It's a dud for LeBron James. Not Giannis, not the Joker. For LeBron James, it's a dud.
All right. So he did have, I mean, he stayed in that play-in tournament. He did miss the playoffs a couple of times. He did get swept a couple of times, but he also did get that bubble ring. So how do you grade it? 8 years. How do you grade it? What's success? What's failure? Does the one ring cover everything? You know, how do you grade his time in LA?
Go ahead, Britne.
Boo boo. No. Oh no.
Give me a letter grade.
On a more serious note, I give it a D. I give it a D.
Okay.
And I give it a D. You got a bubble ring, you got some, scoring titles and things like that. But when we think about the Lakers, we think about winning. We think about the tradition of winning. We think about the high pressure, high expectations that fan base and that organization carries. And when he came in, that was supposed to be. They were supposed to continue to win. That was their expectation. That was the fans were excited. The organization was excited. He's going to bring more rings. He's going to continue that winning tradition that we have for so many years and whatnot. And it was a complete flop. You got a bubble ring where some of the players were not there. Half the season was really the only reason probably why they did one was because AD was able to get healthy. Everybody on that team was able to get healthy because the season was canceled for a while, and then they brought the season back. And if I can recall, he was one of the people to fight for the season to be brought back. Who knows if the season kept going, if they would be even the winners of that bubble ring. So, but they did win it, so I give him a little bit of credit for that. But he really didn't achieve much team-wise. You didn't achieve anything team-wise. You just statted your pat. I can't even say it right now.
Added his stats. I got you
his stats. Thank you, Chris. I'm struggling right now, y'all. I just had a nice little nap, so I ain't gonna lie, it's hot over here. Patted his stats, to hopefully grow his legacy more and to try to outperform the Michael Jordans and Kobe Bryants of the world. So he wants to be his only name up there. So for me, a D.
A D.
And I'm not putting a plus on it.
A D. Okay, so the bubble ring. So without the bubble ring, it'd be an F. That's what you're saying. The bubble ring is what raises it to a D.
What did they do? They got.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
I missed it. How many times did they say they actually made the playoffs without getting in the play-in?
Oh, that didn't say. So I want to say they got in the playoffs with maybe once with a play-in, or maybe twice at the most with a play-in.
No, he said they won 3 play-ins. I know one of them was the Steph one that got them into the playoffs. I remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's one for sure. And I think all the other times they were 7 or 8 seeds, so they won that first play-in game. So I think all 3 play-ins, then twice. Because if he
either way, Either way, I mean, that's something you could think about. But you know, if we just stand on the surface as much as possible, he made the playoffs. He missed it twice, 3 times, or something like that.
I guess my thing is Lakers, is the Los Angeles Lakers. To me, it's like the Boston Celtics, right? They always been top 5 for the most part in the Western Conference. I think he may have been there once, twice, maybe. I know they got far. Didn't they make it to the Western Conference?
They made it to the Western Conference Finals and got swept against the Nuggets.
And they got swept against the Nuggets. So, but when we think of the Los Angeles, that's like that expectations, that fan base, that organization, they want to win. That is their. This is not the Nets organization. This is not any other organization. They brought LeBron James in to win championships, and he got a bubble ring.
That is true. So here it is from 2018 when he showed up. They had a 37-45 record and they missed the playoffs. That was the first season. The next season they got AD, won the bubble ring. The next season they won 42 games, got put off in the first round. The next year they missed the playoffs, 33 wins. The next year they got 43 wins, and that's when they got to the conference finals and lost to the Nuggets, got swept. Then the next year, first round exit. Then the next year, first round exit. And then last year, lost in the second round. Now, while he's been here, he's never led a 60-win team. He's led 2 50-win teams, including last year. But, you know, that was mostly Luke and Reeves. And everything else, it was 40 wins or below. So, Chris, what grade do you give it?
I'm giving it a D minus.
D minus.
You already know how I feel about. You already know how I feel about the bubble ring. But in the history books, it says that the Lakers won a championship in 2020. So yeah. I have to give that a little bit of credit. That's why it's a D minus and not a straight up F. But looking at this, I'm not impressed, man. Because I pulled it up too. Like 10th seed finish. Your only 1 seed was the bubble. Then we got a 7th, an 11th, a 7th, an 8th, a 3rd, and a 4th. You guys swept twice, most recently this year against the Thunder. Bounced in the first round twice, 2 years in a row. What are we talking about?
All right, so
I think people want to grade on the things that he's done in a Laker jersey. That's not how you grade his time with the Lakers.
Ain't how you grade it. No, that's not how you grade it.
That's not how you grade it. You got to grade team success and what he's done for that franchise. Did he leave it in a better place than when he found it? No.
Okay. So y'all, I got a D from Britne, a D minus from Chris. I did a little bit of homework that I want to show y'all. And you know, I like the word homework because this actually is a grading scale like it's high school, right? So if every year was a class, right, that's how I'm looking at it, right? So I'm gonna show you a Laker legend, and I'm gonna show you his last 8 years with the Lakers. And he won the finals 3 times. I'm giving you an A+ for winning the finals. I'm giving you an A for losing in the finals. I'm giving you a B for losing in the conference finals, and I'm giving you a C for losing in the second round, and an F and a D for losing in the first round, and an F for not making the playoffs. This Laker legend, you see his GPA is almost a 4.0. He won 3 times. He lost in the finals 3 times. He lost in the conference finals 2 times. That's success right there. Who you think that Laker legend is?
Say it again. He did what? He won how many?
His last 8 seasons with the Lakers, he won 3 rings.
Mm-hmm.
He lost in the finals 3 times, and he lost in the conference finals twice. Never got put out in the first round. Never missed made the playoffs, and never lost in the first round or the second round. Who do you think that Laker legend is?
So you said the last 8 years.
His last 8 years with the Lakers.
So it's not how many years did he play with the Lakers? Can you tell us?
I'm just telling you his last 8. Somebody in the comment section said Byron Scott. Somebody said Magic.
Who's
Who's that Laker legend?
It's not Kobe because the last 8 of his career, in the last 8, he only got the 2 in 2009 and 2010. So it's not Kobe.
All right.
So, it's not Shaq.
No, Magic. It's not Shaq. Okay. It's Magic. Right. So that's what a Laker legend does for the Lakers in his last 8 years. That's success. That's 3.8. Is that an A student? Yes, right. That's an A student. You can say that. That's
a couple of B's in there.
Yeah, a couple of B's in there, right? All right. So I'm going to show you 2 more Laker legends, and you guess who these are. One on the left is below a 2.0. The one on the right is barely above a 2.0. So the one on the left, in his last 8 years with the Lakers, got you 1 finals win, and missed the playoffs twice. First round exit 3, and lost in the conference finals and semifinals. That was his last 8 years for a 1.5. And on the right, someone got 2 rings, lost in the finals once, and first round exit, missed the playoffs twice, and 2 second round exits. And that is LeBron and Kobe. And one of the years, the year that Kobe had missed and only played 13 games, I didn't count that one. So that's how he got that one, because he won 2 rings, but he lost that one against Boston. That'll be on there. So now, after you see what Magic does with his last 8 years, and what Kobe did with his last 8 years, and what LeBron did with his last 8 years, are you comfortable with your D- that you gave him?
Yeah.
So that means you would give Kobe what is a 2.2?
Higher than a D-.
It's definitely higher than
higher than the D-.
It's definitely higher than the D-, man. So
probably a D+, maybe a very low C-.
Well, he got 2 Fs and 1 D, and so that he got 2 A+ and 1 A. So he got 3 A's. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. Yeah. So he got 3 A's and 2 F's. I mean, 3 A's is better than 1 A.
For sure.
And 1 B. I mean, so it's tough. But I mean, you can go Navy as an officer with a 2.3.
And it shows. So, it shows some of the niggas that
you only need you might need higher than that, man. I think barely above 2, like maybe 2.5. I think 2.5, 2.4, something like that. You can get in the Navy as an officer. But okay, so he said 2.2 is a C-. So what is a 1.5? Did you see who those 2 was that I was talking about, Britne?
Kobe and LeBron.
Yeah, you saw that before.
Yeah, okay. I had it on my phone.
So what's a 2.2?
Well, he said the 2.2 is a C-.
Yeah, but I don't know that. I'm asking Britne because she's smarter than me. So
I don't know. I had above a 3.0 when I graduated high school, so I don't know.
we did. I mean, I was a C student, so
I graduated with a 1.66 because I hated doing homework.
Oh, so you graduated with a 1.6?
Yeah.
How many F's you had?
I didn't have no F's. I had a lot of D's though. Pause.
I was gonna say LeBron was, what was LeBron's name? Yeah, so that's a D.
That's a D. So you was right on point there.
Right, it's like a D+, something like that.
And then so LeBron. So if we being real, we got to grade LeBron's 8-year tenure as a D.
Yeah.
And Kobe's last 8 years is a C.
Just still better than a D.
Yeah, and Magic's the last 8 years is an A.
Got an A.
So can we look at, but see that then you got to think a little bit deeper too. Let's look at the totality of the teams at those times as well.
With that team record and stuff.
No, what did the teams look like at those times?
As far as their roster?
Yes.
Oh.
Like did Kobe have Luka Doncic? Did he have a AD?
No.
Did he have I remember a Nick Young on one of his teams. Like
no.
So
he had Powell, he had
Artest, Lamar Odom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had Powell, Artest from Lamar Odom, and Andrew Bynum.
I was about to say Bynum was like somewhere in that last 8.
Yeah, he was playing good.
Yeah, but he left after they won, I think one of their last finals, and he came to the Sixers and never played the.
Yeah. So here's another thing too, Britne, to look at. So you remember I told you, so LeBron had a season where he only won 37 games, 42 games, 33 games, right? So those were some bad seasons. Then some of his seasons where they made the playoffs, he only won 42 games and 43 games and 46 games and 47 games, right? And then he had those 2 seasons where he won where he won the bubble. He won 52 games that year. And then the year that last year they won 53, but he was there for half of that season, so they won more than 50 twice. I want you to hear what happened with Magic. Magic won 54 games, 62 games, 62 games, 65 games, 62 games, 57 games, 63 games, and 58 games. So his worst season was 54 wins. His best season was, 65 wins.
And were they 81 game? 80, how many games is it?
Yeah, it was 82.
It was 82 back then? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This dude, they was winning and never made it. The worst they did was the conference finals in his last 8 years in LA. The worst they did was conference finals. That's wild. And his last year before he retired, they lost to the Bulls in the finals. So Magic was on some stuff, man. And Kobe, he had a 65 win season, 57, and those was and then he had 265s, 57 and 57. So those 4 years was big. Those the first 4 years of his last 8, and those was the years that he played Boston in the finals twice and Orlando once and got 2 out of 3, right? But after that, it kind of fell off. 41 wins, 45 wins, 27 wins, and then his last season 17 wins. So it got ugly fast for Kobe after he tore that Achilles.
True, but and I'm not saying the last 4 years was great or anything. It wasn't good, but we know Kobe can't just win, or LeBron just can't win by themselves. What team were you on? So even if you just compare Kobe's last season when he won only what you said 17 games, who was his supporting cast? Nick Young. Wait, what was his last season?
2016.
Was it 2015-16?
Yeah.
So I think I have the right roster. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
It should be Lou Williams, Nick Young.
Yep. Meta World Peace.
I don't even remember Meta on that squad.
He was on there. D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, he was there. Julius Randle should have. Yep,
Julius Randle. Larry Nance Jr.
Larry Nance. Yep.
B.I. should have been there too.
Who?
B.I.
No, I don't see him on here. Brandon Bass, Tariq Black, Anthony Brown, Jordan Clarkson, Marcelo. I don't know how to say his last name.
Yeah.
Brian Kelly.
That team wasn't built to win.
No. Now look at LeBron's last year. Who did he have?
Luka and a whole bunch. I mean, Austin
as
Reeves.
much as they talk about Luka and how much as Austin Reeves just got paid.
No, you're right. You're 100% right. I mean, it's. I mean, we're comparing the last 8 years on, and is real surface level. But when you go below the surface and start seeing what the difference was with the rosters, it paints it paints another picture. But still, even with that, Kobe's last 8 years, I agree with this greatness on the screen. I think Magic should get an A, but I settle for B plus, C plus for Kobe, D plus for Bron. I think that's perfect. I'm with that. I'm with that. B, C, and D. But if what Magic did was a B, winning it 3 times, and losing 3 times in the finals, man, what the heck is an A plus?
Michael
You got to
Jordan.
win all 8. I guess that makes sense. Only Bill Russell can get an A plus.
Right. Bill Russell, Michael Jordan, like is
Nah, Mike wouldn't even go
Oh.
6
6 out of 8. 6 out of 8 got to be. We grading on the curve, right?
Wizards.
You got to do the last 8.
The last
right.
8.
You
So
got
his
to
last
do
8 with the
you
Bulls.
got to do them 2
His
Wizard
last 8
years.
His last 8 with the Bulls.
No. That's nah. You got to do his last 8 total.
Would that mean I would have to count this coming season up for LeBron?
What you mean?
Oh, I got what you're saying, Mel.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. With the same team.
Oh.
I got what you're saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I would have to count that year that
Yeah.
Magic came back in '95 and played with the Lakers for like 50 games.
Yeah. Okay, I got
Yeah,
I forgot we were talking about.
Yeah,
the last
I
8
threw
years
out
with the
Magic's
team.
last year with the. I threw out Magic's last year when he came back 4 years after he retired, and I wouldn't count the Wizard years when Mike came back after he retired. Just like I threw out Kobe's year that he missed the entire season at 17 games.
So when did
Shit,
Mike
if you do the-
retire from the
2002?
Bulls?
Oh,
From
from
the
the Bulls,
Bulls.
98.
95. Oh no, he came back in 95. Oh yeah, 98.
Okay, so what was his last 8 years like?
6 out of 8.
6 out of 8. Yeah,
That's a A plus.
yeah.
98, 98
6 out
was
of
a
8
win. 97 was a win. Actually, no, yeah. So 98 was a win. 97, 96,
Retired.
93, 92, 91,
Mm-hmm.
90, 89. Yeah, 6 and 8.
Yeah.
All right, let's open the phone lines up, y'all. Phone number scrolling on the at the bottom of the screen, 442-288-9352. Y'all call in. Let us know what y'all think, man. What would you grade LeBron James last 8 years with the Lakers on the grading scale of A to F? Mike's 8 would be the A. Bill Russell's last 8 would probably be the A plus because I'm
What
pretty
is
sure
it, 8 for 8?
ain't no telling. He probably
because he
and one
was
of the
a
years-
player coach too, right?
one of the years he was a player coach.
All right, so yeah, that's crazy. He's coaching, they was playing and winning.
Yeah, that's the 8 plus. So Bill Russell would be the A plus, Mike would be the A, and the B plus would be Magic. That sounds about right. Yeah, so whoever that was that put that on screen, that was spot on. That was spot on, man.
I'm seeing a lot of F's and complete failures in the chat.
Y'all gotta give him hat. Actually, Mel, can you bring up your LeBron grading system scale
Uh-huh.
for LeBron?
Hold on, it's Magic. Hold on. Let's go right here.
Okay, so you gave him a 1 for the finals. Should we deduct that to 0.5?
Because it's the bubble.
That's the bubble. That should be 0.5. That shouldn't be a full 1 in my book.
The bubble definitely has an asterisk to it, and I
Yeah.
He get half
And-
credit for that.
Yeah, some people don't even count the bubble.
it sucks because people would think like just because it's LeBron that's why we say there's an asterisk. But I feel like anybody who would have won that year, it would have been the same thing.
Oh,
Right,
AD
it
get an
would've been.
half credit for that too.
Yeah,
It would have been nobody would if the Clippers would have won because they was the favorites to a lot of people. But if the Clippers would have won, they would not have counted their bubble ring the way they counted Toronto when he won with Toronto.
yeah.
Hey, caller from Los Angeles, what's your I'm glad you called from Los Angeles. I really want to know what you think.
Oh, what's up, Mel?
It was good.
Man, what's up, the crew?
What's going on?
I wanted to say an F so bad because I absolutely can't stand him, but I have to give him like a D minus. Still
Okay.
failure, but but I'll just hear me out. He got the bubble ring. He got the NBA Cup. Even though I absolutely can't stand that thing too. But now I do not see this as like an accomplishment at all because he did with stat padding for the past 2 seasons. But he stat pad his way to the scoring record. He did. You know what I mean? He ruined my chances of, or the team's chances of going to the playoffs, but he did stat pad his way to the scoring record. We got blowout every single time, 30, 40 points.
Yeah. So that year he got the scoring record, you would grade that. So if a A+, the year he won the bubble ring was an A+, what grade are you giving him for getting the scoring record that year?
Off your rubric, yeah, I'll give them for the NBA Finals 5, A+.
Okay, for winning it, but you mentioned him getting a scoring record. So if you're grading that entire year that he got the scoring record makes that year what letter grade?
I'm just gonna keep it real, bro. A D-, bro, because you stat pad your way over there.
Oh, okay. What did they go as a team that year?
Man, they was ass, bro.
Did they make the playoffs?
What the number is?
Did they make the playoffs? Did they make the playoffs? Or
they didn't even make it in the playoffs.
They didn't. Oh, that's an F. The scoring title don't make it no D.
No, it's not the scoring title. It's the scoring record.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The scoring record. The scoring record. Yeah, they don't make it a D.
Yeah, the scoring record.
That's a lifetime achievement.
The reason why I give it a D because it's it's something where okay, it's an accomplishment for him, but not for the team. If he was doing that while the team was winning, that'd be one thing.
Right.
But he selfishly, concentrating on that much more than, the winning games. He was losing games. Right. And that is with, Russell Westbrook. We actually had Carmelo Anthony, I think, around the time.
Right.
We used to have a center. We used to have few centers like Thomas Bryant, Montrezl Harrell, and Montrezl Harrell was a power forward, but who else? Zubac. You also had Zubac. Yeah. He was the one who actually pushed all those guys to be in and out of the team. He was the guy.
Right.
So I could be a hater. I could usually say F, but for your rubric, I said D- is fair.
Yeah.
It's still a failure.
Okay.
It was a waste of time.
Okay.
One championship out of 8 seasons is not good enough, bro.
Okay. I'm with it. I'm with it. So overall, you giving him a D?
A D-. Yeah.
Okay. All right, bet.
D-.
All right, man. Appreciate the call.
At least with Will Champion. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so somebody from Los Angeles said D-. All right, let's get another call.
Quick.
Yeah.
I just looked it up because Kazi Soprano had put it in the comments. I just wanted to make sure it was true. LeBron got 2 shortened season rings.
What was the other one?
The 2012 lockout. They played 66 games.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, but yeah, they still went through a regular playoffs though.
What's crazy is that season they played less games than the bubble season.
Yeah, but they didn't have no break in the middle of it like the bubble though. Caller, what's up?
Go ahead.
What's up, man? So this is how I feel about it. I've been a Laker fan since the 80s. I talked to you before. You had some idiot LeBron dude on last time. They was asking for us before again or whatever. But anyway, so I say it's an F, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you come to a team like the Lakers, a historic franchise, and their motto excellence of what you're supposed to be as a player, my grade scale gonna be tough because of where you played. Like if you had stayed in Cleveland, then maybe we could grade it better. But I'm saying it's definitely an F. The only thing is with the year he got the scoring record, I might grade it a little higher because they actually made it to the conference finals that year, even though it was through the play-in, but they still made it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, but overall, because it's the Los Angeles Lakers, a historic franchise, where players before him were much more excellent, I would say the eight seasons is F, bro. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you had, even out of all the players you could name, the Magics, the Kareems, the Worthies, the Shaqs, they didn't even have those kind of plug-ins for them to even get those kind of transactions that he was getting. I think on the Lakers clock, he got over like 140 transactions or something like that.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? Like whereas Magic and Kobe and all them, they didn't even get half of that.
Nah, that's wild.
So based on the fact that they got you Russell Westbrook, Melo, all them dudes, and he was like, keep that energy. Y'all think my team ain't gonna make it, yada yada yada, and then that didn't work. That man Rob Pelinka created a miracle in the middle of the season and got rid of Russ and got D'Angelo Russell and all them dudes. That stuff never happened with Kobe.
Nah.
Or Magic or what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So based on everything that they gave him, and regardless of all the LeBron fans and the people in the media talking about, Rob Pelinka didn't do that. Nigga, Rob Pelinka is the GM of the year for doing that stuff. And the fact that it was times where he didn't make the playoffs, or they're getting put out in the first round, or since the bubble, you 16 and 26 with a historic franchise, that's a complete fail, brother. That's a complete fail.
All right, man. Thanks for the call, man. I want to get another caller in that disagree with us, man. So, but I appreciate the call, brother.
Yes, sir. All right, man.
All right, thanks, man. I really want to get a disagreement in here. Let me read this super chat. In 8 years, LeBron James missed the playoffs twice, lost in the first round 3 times, got swept in the second round and the Western Conference Final, and won a bubble ring. That's a F. Boy, people is going in. Woman in the middle, you're prettier than Mika and Andrews. Y'all better leave my little sister alone.
I appreciate it.
Y'all, I might want to hear that.
Hush, Mel.
Tell them to put their money where their mouth is and hit the cash app if they think you're so pretty. Then tell them to do that. Caller from Alabama, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's popping, man? Long time no hear from. What's going on with you?
I know. Been working.
All right, I hear you, man. So what grade you giving LeBron? 8 years. 8
years with the Lakers. I give him a D minus.
Y'all some tough graders, boy. I hate to be y'all student.
Listen, I had just listened to the previous caller, and I did not think about it being he's playing for the Lakers.
Right.
So I was just like, well, you know what? If this was anybody else, I probably would have said like maybe a C.
Right.
But because it's the Lakers and so much more is expected of a player of his caliber, and only for 8 seasons, he helps to deliver, because he didn't do this by himself.
Right.
1 championship. But then it's the fact that he has so much help as well, from the organization. Like, we got you Anthony Davis, we got Dwight, JaVale, Rondo. I think they had Carmelo at one point.
They definitely had Melo. They had Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
Danny Green, A.B. Bradley, Alex Caruso.
And now Luka. And Correct. It's like, so you mean to tell me out of all the 8 years, even with him aging, 1 championship for the Los Angeles Lakers franchise. And then we questioned the 1 championship he got there.
Yeah, that's tough.
Because a lot of people, I remember during the pandemic, a lot of people believed they weren't going to win if the season had been a full season.
Yeah, I still believe that.
Shortened.
I still believe that.
Yeah, so I'm like, I can't. It's hard for me to like really grade him higher than that.
Yeah,
because again, I'm not a Lakers fan, but I understand the Lakers franchise.
Right.
You can't have Magic and Kobe and Kareem and all these other greats bringing multiple championships, and you only deliver 1, and you want to be regarded as the greatest of all time. Like regardless of how the Lakers were when Kobe, what was it, like Kobe's last years in LA before he retired?
Yeah, them were some tough years.
Those were some tough years, but Laker fans still somewhat have some hope. First of all, they, Kobe was everything for them.
Yeah.
But even with that, it wasn't like the Lakers were, no offense, they weren't the Knicks. It wasn't like they went 50 years without winning the championship.
Fair enough, but Siobhan, a lot of people that support LeBron say they would have been the Knicks if LeBron wouldn't have never showed up. So we don't know if that's true, or we don't know the answer to that. But I mean, they did have 3 or 4 years of some bad basketball after Kobe tore his Achilles. They were just in the dumps. And
but and you're not wrong, because the thing is, I think where fans were starting to get excited for the Lakers was that they finally seemed like they were getting it together when they started building through the draft. Like they were getting Lonzo, they got Josh Hart, they got Kuzma and Ingram, and so you're looking at this young talent like, oh, we can do something. Like we're getting this feel like how it was when they drafted Kobe back in the day. It's like we got some young talent, we can work with this.
Yeah,
we just got to develop them. But it gave the Laker fans like hope that they didn't see during Kobe's last couple of years there.
I got you.
And so it's just like, and LeBron comes in and that changes everything. But a championship with asterisk, I mean,
the asterisk. The asterisk is what take it from a C to a D, man. Because I'm like,
that's what takes it from.
Yeah,
I was like, I wanted to give him a C, but I said I can't even do it even with the scoring record. No, you got one. If you gave him 3 championships, we talking about something. But it's just one.
Yeah, that's a fact. I appreciate that, Siobhan, man. Thanks for the call.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no problem.
Yep.
Real quick before we, I just want to run y'all down a list of names acquired through trades and free agencies. It's not all of them, but this is just, and tell me how one ring only came out of this, and it was in the bubble. Anthony Davis, Dennis Schroeder, Russell Westbrook, Patrick Beverly, Hachimura, D'Angelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt, Malik Beasley, Luka Doncic, Rondo, JaVale McGee, Lance Stevenson, Danny Green, Dwight Howard twice, Avery Bradley, Markieff Morris, Montrezl Harrell, Wesley Matthews, Marc Gasol, Carmelo Anthony, Malik Monk, Kendrick Nunn, Lonnie Walker IV, Gabe Vincent, Taurean Prince, Christian Wood, Cam Reddish, Jackson Hayes, and Spencer Dinwiddie.
They had some. It's crazy. And you know what? And that puts in perspective this tweet that went out that people said that Anthony Davis reacted to. I haven't really double checked to see if this is actually Anthony Davis's account, but I follow that Twitter account 73 and 9, and they lied. They be tweeting out some good stuff. But he said Anthony Davis practically begged Rob Pelinka to get him a center alongside him for years. Rob didn't budge. AD got backdoored. Brian low-key got backdoored, and now he want to be a competent GM. Now that the duo that won you a championship is gone, you can't make this stuff up. LOL, Snake. And Anthony Davis laughed at it. And it is true. Anthony Davis have been begging, hey, look, man, I could stay healthier and I play better if I'm playing 4 and I have a 5 beside me. And just by Luka saying he want a 5, he reacted really quick and went and got him a 5. What you think about it?
Hey, what LeBron say? Give Rob Pelinka his damn respect. People move and do for who and what they want.
I think Stephen A. getting in trouble for saying it.
Yeah, yes. Hey, he went a little bit too far, man.
We're gonna let Stephen A. say that one.
He went a little bit too far, man. he did that because he wanna kind of condition everybody for his move when he turned Republican in front of everybody before he started going into politics. Like, I'm gonna do some real black shit real quick. and then after everybody said all that,
everybody votes. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. He did too much other stuff.
Oh man. All right, let's get to these trades. let's start with your 76ers and the Boston Celtics, the Celtics of Boston, giving up Jaylen Brown.
Boston Dummies.
Yeah, he giving up Jaylen Brown and his $300 million contract for Paul George and 2 first-round picks and 2 seconds, and I think a couple of pick swaps. Looks like a salary dump, but also it looks like they got more wiggle room to make some moves to make their team a little better. And on the other hand, the 76ers get the better player, but now they got that $300 million contract added on to that huge contract they just gave Joel Embiid, and Maxey is getting paid as well. And everyone is running away from that second apron and running away from having 3 high-paid players on their roster, because this whole CBA is kind of forcing people not to have 3 high-paid players on their roster. And now the 76ers is in that situation. They don't have a full roster, and they still need to fill their roster up, and they probably not going to have enough money to do it unless they trade probably Tyrese Maxey. But anyway, who y'all think run this trade?
Actually, first off,
No.
after
No,
before we
before
we continue, analyzing the deal from earlier today where they picked up Anthony Simons, he's coming off the bench. He's a 2-year, $12 million deal. They're not trading. They're not getting rid of Tyrese Maxey. That's your first man off the bench in Anthony Simons.
No.
Okay, who's all on the bench? Okay, before we get to that, who y'all think won the trade? We get to that.
Philly. Philly won the trade. Rocky Balboa won the trade. Apollo Creed won the trade. Kevin Hart won the trade. Allen Iverson won the trade.
Excuse me. Yeah, Rocky Balboa is up there, but Joe Frazier officially got his statue where it's supposed to be in Philly. Finally. So say Joe Frazier. Forget Rocky.
Joe Frazier too. And Max's cheesesteaks. Everybody in Philly won that trade.
Max's cheesesteaks is crazy.
Everybody in Philly won that trade. And I want somebody to go check Brad Stevens' account and see if he got wired some money just randomly, if he just got a random amount of money wired to his account, because he's sold.
What was he supposed to do?
You don't send it to a division rival. Like if you send it if you send him inside the East, whatever, if they have if they have a good deal, whatever, cool. But not only do you send him in the East, you send him to a division rival, and you send him to the team that knocked you out in the playoffs this past season.
I don't think it's that serious, man. It ain't like you sent Shaq or Kobe or Jordan somewhere. It's you sent Jaylen Brown.
You sent the Finals MVP.
I guess my question.
Chauncey Billups.
I guess my question is,
you're not comparing Jaylen Brown to Chauncey Billups.
Why not?
I guess
that's disrespectful.
My question is, why so quick? I guess that's what my question is. Like, you had all summer. The season don't start till when? October.
Mm-hmm.
So you have all summer. What made you want to do this move right now? Like,
because free agency just started. And if we wait to the end of free agency and we don't sign and fill our roster up and know what type of roster we gonna have, you could set yourself back a year or two by waiting so long. Because say they don't trade them, and then all these other free agents are getting signed up, boom, 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 boom. And then at the end of free agency, you finally was able to trade Jaylen Brown, and now you like, dang, we got holes on our roster.
Yeah, but who were you signing in free agency? It wasn't who's in free agency that's like, we gotta go get right now.
They're not done.
Yeah, I know they're not done, but I don't think there's anybody out there like that's like, oh, we gotta get him today, right now. Sure. So let's get rid of Jaylen Brown.
Sure, it is
right now for potentially pennies on our dollars. Well, we could have just waited a couple weeks,
for
and
what?
A team could have offered you more.
The number one reason for trading Jaylen Brown was he has a $300 million contract.
I get
That's
that.
number one. Number two is He's extension eligible next season, and he wants the 2-year, $145 million extension. Number 3 is he's becoming a distraction for our organization.
Why is he a distraction?
Have you seen his Twitches?
Because he talk on Twitch?
Yes. And the stuff he's saying on Twitch, not just
I heard what he says on Twitch. I get what he's saying on Twitch. I've heard it. But to call it a pure distraction, I'm questioning that, and I question it for certain reasons. But
I think that I think the obvious reasons that we know that the powers that be have to dislike Jaylen Brown is one thing, and that is true. I think this thing that he's doing on Twitch is totally separate. He brought that on himself. You don't go on Twitch and talk about your own freaking organization that you work for. What do you go win from that?
Was this before or after? Was this before or after they started shopping him around, trying to land Giannis and other
way
folks?
Before this man went on Twitch during the playoffs to talk about Joel Embiid being a flopper and all of this stuff, and then after that he just kept switching, and next thing you know he's talking about this is the best year I've ever had in Boston. And I'm like, dude, y'all lost in the freaking second round, and last year y'all won the finals. How is this your best year? Like you're saying crazy stuff like that. Now you in a feud with Stephen A. Smith. Then you saying your organization don't appreciate you. Then you saying ESPN is like, you just doing too much. Why do all that talking? We get it that you smart, but you was way smarter when you was keeping your mouth closed. Now you running it. And you giving them ammo to use on you. He had to go. He was a distraction.
I mean, was he not underappreciated by Boston?
Yeah. I'm not saying I agree with everything that he said. That's not what I'm saying. I think some of the moves that he made, he shouldn't have said those things. But you still, to me, you rushed it. I think it's too fast. Unless they know something that we don't know, like because it's the Sixers, and they will luck themselves into a player with some degenerative knees some way, somehow. Let's pray. Let's hope that's not Jaylen Brown's situation. But I just don't. They move too quick for me. I'm like, you could have waited to a little bit longer. I'm not saying wait till the trade deadline. I'm not even saying wait till the end of free agency. But you could wait just a little bit longer to see.
I don't think he would have done that. Like the big fish was Giannis. That was okay with sending him Brown to Milwaukee for Giannis and still paying Giannis to, like, okay, we really don't want two players making $300 million on our books, but if we get Giannis, then we'll deal with it. But we don't want another player making that type of money. We trying to get lower on our salary. So that was the goal. The goal wasn't to try to get the best player possible. They were saying, okay, we just trying to get off this contract, get something. It don't have to be the best thing. After Giannis, there was nothing else worth it.
How much is left on his deal?
On Jaylen Brown?
$400 million. Yeah, how much is left on his deal?
It ain't about what's left. It's about
how much is it per year. But how much is it per year also?
I got Phillies pulled up. Chris, can you pull up Boston's to look at Browns? I think he was making about he gonna make 57 next year.
Jaylen Brown has 3 years left on his contract. 57.7 on his upcoming season, 61.5 the year after that, 65.3 the year after that.
Oh, so increase.
And then he wants the $145 million extension for 2 years.
Okay.
So what's 145 divided by 2? That's almost 80 mil.
And how much is Paul George for this year? And next year?
51, 54 for next year, 56 for the 27-28 year, which is a player option.
Okay, so it was more about long term.
And shout out to Paul George's agent for continuing to get these big numbers this stage in his career. Because god damn.
I mean, look at Joel, but look at Joel Embiid with his injuries. 55 this year, 58 next year, 62 and 27, and then in 28, 67.
But this was a win now move for Philly. I think that's like everybody for the last couple of years we've seen like Philly, they've been, it's either Embiid not healthy or they're one piece away. And I think that they feel like they saw that Embiid you could possibly have Embiid for a whole year now coming up. So you have the potential for a healthy Embiid, and you were one piece away, and they win it. So shout out to them for going out and getting that deal done and getting what they believe to be that one piece. You wasn't doing it with Paul George. Paul George is way too inconsistent. But now, and the availability is inconsistent as well. But now you get a dependable, consistent, and a high output Jaylen Brown to pair with a proven Tyrese Maxey, an up and coming VJ Edgecombe, and a potential healthy Joel Embiid.
I want off that Tyrese Maxey contract yesterday. He's gone. Like if I'm the Sixers, I can't trade Joel Embiid because no one's going to take him with that injury history with that huge contract, right? So I got Jaylen Brown. That's my number one scorer right now. I'm getting 26, 27 from Jaylen Brown. He's an MVP candidate. He's the best player on your team. Then I got the 1-2 punch with him and the big with Joel if Joel is healthy, right? I can't trade Joel, so I got to move forward with Brown and Embiid. And then I got Edgecombe on a rookie contract. I'm going to get more bang for my buck with him. So if I don't need Maxey to be my number one scorer or my number two scorer, then why do I need Maxey if he's going to make 37 mil, 40 mil next year, 43 mil in 27, and then 46 mil in 28? I can get the same probably production from Anthony Simons as I can from Maxey. I guarantee you I can.
And I don't like when people say that.
And you realize they're not trading Maxey, right? You do know that, right?
Well, they're going to go into next
they're
season
not trading
eight players on their roster, and then
it is what it is. And I know depth is important. It is what it, but you know they're not trading Maxey. Right?
Why not? Why not? The Celtics
why
just
would they trade the player?
Who's the best player on the 76ers team right now?
Two-way player, I would say Jaylen Brown.
I would say Jaylen Brown too. Who's the second best player?
Scoring wise, Maxey. I would say Tyrese Maxey.
I would say Joel Embiid.
I would say Tyrese Maxey.
Right, and that's what we would split. I would say
Joel Embiid. He's not even healthy. So
your availability is your best ability. So if you can't be there,
we're going to get from Joel Embiid. So you're going to trade Tyrese Maxey with the potential that Joel Embiid might miss 70 games again.
I would love to trade Joel Embiid. The reason why I'm not trading Joel Embiid because we can't.
It's not happening. It's neither one is going to get traded. It's not going to happen.
They're going to have to. This is not going to work. This is not going to work. It's not.
They're not going to do it this year. You keep saying they're going to have. They're not going to have to
Britne,
do it.
Please look up this roster and look at these salaries.
I already know what the roster looks like. I watched the team every other day when they're playing during the season. I know what the roster look like.
I'm telling you, Maxey is going to be trade bait.
Anthony Simons, as talented as he is, and I like Anthony Simons, he's not better than Tyrese Maxey. I'm sorry.
He's not better than Tyrese Maxey.
Absolutely not.
No, he's not. But
no.
What do I need if with that salary that Tyrese Maxey is making, and I'm not asking him to be my number one scorer. I'm not asking him like I'm going to Joel Embiid and Brown 1 and 2 first.
Joel Embiid is no longer he does not. In order for this team to succeed, he cannot be your 2 anymore. He's going to
Joel Embiid when y'all was down 3-1 to Boston.
It's easy. They ain't had no size.
Let me finish the question. Let me finish the question though. When y'all was down 3-1 to Boston, who was leading that charge? It was Tyrese Maxey. When Joel Embiid came back, he was the difference maker, and that's how y'all came back from a 3-1 deficit.
Why?
Because he's unguardable.
Also, why? Boston don't have size. Jaylen Brown was defending Joel Embiid. That was easy. And then what happened with the Knicks?
Right. So
Joel Embiid wasn't there.
The defending champions?
Right. What happened with the Knicks?
The champions? They lost to the champs.
It doesn't matter who they lost to, but what happened with the Knicks? It wasn't the same.
They ran into the champs.
It wasn't. They ran into the Knicks last year too and lost. So, and a similar situation happened.
Joel got hurt. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. When you ask me who the best player is, I'm saying Brown. Second best player is Joel. With factoring in injuries, then yeah, I understand the concern with Joel being your second best player. But I'm just stating who's the first and best player. If you don't think Joel can stay healthy, then trade him for peanuts then.
And I'm just stating, that's not going to happen. No, they're not going to trade Maxey. The whole idea of they like the pairing of Jalen, Maxey, and VJ. Unfortunately, they didn't even want. Boston was trying to get VJ.
They definitely.
That's who they wanted. They wanted VJ, but the Sixers said absolutely not.
I wonder why they didn't want Maxey.
That could also be in the Sixers. That's a non-negotiable. Like, no, I don't know. Or they just.
I think Edgecombe was the non-negotiable because he has the most upside and he's making way less. He's making way less.
He's on a rookie deal, so that only makes sense, of course.
Yeah.
So
what we're talking about?
Looking at this, right? I'm looking at the numbers, right? VJ was rookie last year, right? So these rookie contracts are 4 years, correct? Right. So that will put VJ Edgecombe at, let's see, this was the 2025-2026 season. So
he has a team option 28-29.
Okay, so you have VJ Edgecombe through 28-29. You now have Jaylen Brown through 28-29, Tyrese Maxey through 28-29, and Joel Embiid through 28-29. They have a 3-year championship window. Right? I think hold on. They do have to kind of fix some things around, right? But the main thing was that you got a core that you feel like you could win a championship with, right? Now, it's a 3-year championship window, right? You have all these players through 28-29. But I think that if you don't make enough strides by the end of the second season, when options come up and extensions come up and stuff like that, then that's when you can go ahead and try to send off Tyrese Maxey and do this, or send off Joel Embiid and do this, trade VJ Edgecombe and gain back something while he's entering his peak and stuff like that. But I think for right now, this is the core that they're running with. They're gonna run with Maxey, Embiid, and Brown.
Chris, I agree with you and Britne that this is probably what they're going to do. I'm not saying what they're going to do. I'm saying what they should do. Now, when I ask y'all this, championship teams or teams that make runs, do they have a bench or not? Who's the last team that has won it without a bench, without a really good bench? Like I'm looking at the Thunder last year, and we know they got a bench. I'm looking at the Knicks this year. All the guys who came off the bench, whether it was Grand Theft Auto coming off the bench and doing his thing.
But part of that, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but so if at least go 8 deep. At least go 8 deep with 3 guys on the bench you can trust. Right now, they got 4 guys in the starting lineup, and they got to start Dean Wade, the other D Wade. Dean Wade is in their starting lineup right now. And then when you go to their bench, who do they got? Kyle Lowry just retired. Kelly Oubre just signed with the Pacers. Quentin Grimes just signed with the Lakers. Andre Drummond is a free agent. Nobody signed him yet. And then you got Justin Edwards, Johnny Broome, Jabari Walker. Who are these guys?
So part of your bench is developing. So the biggest issue with the Sixers, it don't matter who the Sixers bring. They have to be able to develop some of these guys as well. OKC is good in developing their guys. The Knicks are good at better than developing their guys. Yes, they brought in some other guys as well. Part of it is developing. A lot of our bench players, they have excelled on other teams. Potentially starters, quality bench guys. The main issue with the Sixers is they don't develop well. So that's where it starts before anything else, before you start looking and start signing vet minimums and trying to grab certain players. So it's a good. They got Anthony Simons. I like him. I like the rookie they just drafted from Alabama. I think he has the best handles on this team already. And believe it or not, people don't realize it because he kind of went away from his defensive side his last year in Alabama. He actually plays defense.
He's really good.
Defense. He's a very good player.
Jr. What is his name? Philon Jr. Something
LeBaron. Like I don't know how to say his last name, but LeBaron.
LeBaron.
Yeah. So I feel like they want him to be a part of that second team. Now you got Anthony Simons, which provides a veteran leadership.
That's two. That's two from the bench. That's two.
Wade, we don't know. Like you said earlier, free agency is not over yet. Then you just tell me that.
But what money did they got to go get free?
Most of the people that's on that free agency list is not getting big time money. Most of those guys are probably going to get vet minimums. That's what I'm trying to explain.
I'm telling you.
And then there's guys they are hoping to develop. We have to see how the other guys develop behind these players.
Let me ask you this. Is it a better option? Is it a better option to go get vet minimum guys out of free agency to fill up your bench? Or is it a better option to flip
no,
Maxi?
It's a better option to be able to develop on your team, which we have a struggle.
Yeah, we beyond it. We talking about right now with this roster that y'all got. Y'all got two guys on y'all bench. One of them is a rookie.
We don't know what the bench is capable of right now.
Right? This is what I would love to
last
do.
year.
With what I got with Embiid and Brown, I don't need a point guard that want to go get 30. That's what you have with Maxi right now.
I'm not.
I would rather move forward with the rookie point guard y'all just drafted, or Anthony Simons running the point, and I would flip Maxi for whatever I could get, and my roster would be stacked. Right now, y'all got a skeleton crew. That's all I'm saying.
Not trading Maxi right now. Then let us sit with the skeleton crew until they can figure it out.
Yeah, you're not trading because you like them. But that's not gonna get you nowhere by liking somebody. You got to make this squad look really good.
You trade them. Joel is hurt for about 60, 70 games, and who you got left? VJ and
Brown and Anthony Simons and whoever I get.
You have to find another quality guard.
Whoever I get for Maxi, I got quality guards.
Who you going?
I'm good with guard. I don't have an insurance policy for Joel Embiid. So if you keep Maxi and Joel Embiid get hurt, then what?
At least I feel comfortable because now we have a player in Jalen that could provide some extra points without Joel Embiid and hopefully still get us to some wins. Without a Joel Embiid period and without a Jaylen Brown, we didn't have any of that.
But no, you got Jaylen Brown now. If you trade Maxi and you get a backup center and another guard and another vet and a first round pick, I think that's better moving forward, because if you don't have Maxi and Embiid get back, now you got this backup center that you got for
We're not trading
Maxi.
This is like an absolute.
I'm not saying that they're going to trade Maxi. I'm saying they should. I'm not saying they're going to. I'm saying they should.
No.
I would if I had gun to my head.
You're able to do this year. Don't be scared. They approaching the first apron, not the second apron yet.
You don't need them though. You don't need Maxi.
You see what they're capable, what they're able to do this year, and then you make that decision next year. Whatever decision that may be. Maybe you can get from underneath Joel Embiid's contract.
If it were up to me and I just had to trade somebody to alleviate the cap pressure, I'm coming off Embiid's contract.
You can't. Nobody's going to take Embiid's contract, dog.
Somebody
That's the
will.
thing. I would trade Embiid too with this new roster. I would love to move forward with Edgecombe, Maxi, and Brown, and then find some other bigs that to coexist around them. But I can't trade Embiid's contract. In order for you to trade Embiid's contract, you're going to have to say, hey, we'll give you Edgecombe if you take Embiid's contract. Like, you can't come off Embiid's contract. The only person that can be traded that's expendable, that you can actually recuperate what they do, is Maxi. He gives you 25 points and he's fast. Do you think you can get that from anybody else? Because you get 25.
Now you're disrespecting Maxi. Don't do that. He's 25 points and he's fast. Like, the way you made that sound is crazy.
I don't necessarily know if that's true.
More talented than that, though.
I don't necessarily know if that's true, man.
I just replaced his production with Brown just now. I got a better score that I can rely on for 25 to 30 points. Right. So this is how you develop a team. Okay, let's use the Bulls for example. I need my dominant scorer that I need to go to for points. Check. That's Michael Jordan. And then you build around that. The Philadelphia 76ers dominant scorer was Maxey. Now you got Brown. That's your dominant scorer you're building around. If you're building, if you didn't have Maxey and you just had Brown with nobody else on the roster and you had to find his running mates, would you go get Maxey or would you go get somebody else? I'll probably go get Derek White before I get Maxey. He's going to lock up on D. He's going to do all the other stuff. He's going to make sure Brown's getting the ball, and he can give me 15 to 20 points. I don't need 25 to 30 from White or Maxey. I'm getting that from Brown.
Yeah,
I
disagree. That's all I'm going to say. I disagree. So that's all I'm going to say is I disagree.
Easy enough.
But I do have something to say.
All right.
Don't ever compare me again to a duck.
I ain't never compare you to no duck.
Yes, you did. You compared me to a duck. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Because I said I'm still a little skeptical about what's going on with the Sixers right now. They got to show me something,
okay,
before I just jump all in. You compared me to a duck yesterday.
No, I did.
Yes, you did.
Hey, Chris, what is a comparison?
You compare one thing to another.
Yeah, but it's key words and comparisons. If I say Chris' head looks like a tennis ball, right? That's a comparison, right?
You said Britne is like a duck because on the surface, yes, you did. Yes, you said how she is feeling is similar to a duck. On the, how they be in the pond, they be all calm, chilling, and then underneath the water, this is her excitement. No, my excitement is where my excitement is right now with the Sixers. Right. It's 2 years of lies and distrust, and they got to show me something.
That's not a comparison. And I didn't say you was like
talking about.
I said, somebody said, have you talked to Britne about this new trade? And I'm pretty sure she was happy. And I was like, yeah, she did say something about it, but she not gonna be overly excited about it. And I said, you know how a duck is when above the water they're calm, but under the water their feet are paddling really fast. I said that's how it is with her calmness. She's gonna be calm on the outside, but I'm pretty sure she's excited on the inside. That's not comparing you to a duck.
That's a comparison. That's a comparison. What are you talking about? That is a comparison.
All right. So what? Okay. That is not.
I'm not mad at you for saying it, but
it's a form of comparing. It's a form of comparing. Yes.
It's not. It's not.
What was your GPA in high school?
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Before we move on, though, I do want to say this. It's not entirely impossible that somebody would pick up Joel Embiid's contract, because we just saw somebody pick up Paul George's contract, and he's making a ridiculous amount of money too, and his availability is just as bad as Embiid's. Somebody out there will be like, we can do something with this. Like, somebody will make that move. It's not impossible. It's not impossible.
Jordan, his question marks for his health is way more than Paul George's, though.
I'll say this, and I agree with the guy. If healthy, yes, Joel Embiid is the best player on the Sixers, might be the best player in the league. We know that, if healthy, but that's the biggest question mark, and we have seen it deteriorate over the years. This past season, towards the back end, looked like it was starting to get better, which is shocking, but we'll see what happens. But what I like about these three guys on this team is just that Joel no longer only has to do but so much because of his health. So he could be a 15 and whatever guy. Do your best to go down and just get some rebounds, be that third scorer on the team, take some of this pressure off. Hopefully you can stay healthy. Hopefully your backup center and a Bona, who actually I like, it's just that he could be too handsy, develops a little bit more. So it takes a lot of pressure off of him. But we'll see what happens. My antennas are still up. It is interesting that Maxey came out that Maxey and VJ already had a conversation with Jalen. But Joel has been silent. Joel's never silent. So what's going on there? So wait to see what's going to happen.
Yeah,
Free agency is far from over, brother.
He ain't never silent on these type of things. Never.
They're gonna have to do something. Well, you know, Jaylen Brown and Joel Embiid was going back and forth in the playoffs with each other, and then Joel Embiid, you know, Jaylen Brown made the comment about him after the series was over as well. So you know,
that ain't nothing to do with it. Joel himself said, "I'm a flopper." Mm-hmm. He said that. He was like, "That's how I get calls." He said it in the media. So this is a known fact. That ain't Joel don't get bothered by that stuff.
Maybe not.
He would agree with him.
Maybe. I mean, but there was a lot being said on that court though. They was going there. I liked it though. I liked it.
That's how basketball is supposed to be.
Let's go into free agency. Chris, you up, man? We gonna talk about Jalen Duren.
For what?
And because I want to know what you think about his options right now, because you know he made All-Pro.
Why you want to know what I want to know?
He made All-Star and he won his bag. And Detroit not giving him his bag, and they went and gave some of his bag to John Collins in his same position. So I'm trying to figure out what Detroit doing, man. Why they ain't paid this man yet?
You know exactly why we ain't paid that.
I don't know exactly. I need to hear from a Piston.
Listen, man, and I've been saying this since as soon as we got knocked out by Cleveland. Been saying it in the group chat. Anybody who I talk shop with, I didn't want Jalen Duren to remove the word super and max from your vocabulary until the next season started. I didn't want you to even form your mouth to say the word super. You can't talk about soup. You can't talk about supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I don't want to hear none of that. And max nothing. No max volume. Your earphones better not be max volume. I don't want to hear nothing about no Max's cheesesteaks in Philly.
He did have some Air Maxes on when he was getting.
Take them off. Take them off. Take them off. Go get some Air Force Ones. How much Air Force Ones cost? That's gonna be your fucking contract.
You know, Air Force Ones are dad shoes now.
Yeah, get some of them. You don't put on no. I don't want no Air Maxes. I don't none of that. I don't, because the word around the street was he wanted 240. Hell no. Hell no.
The Lakers just gave Walker Kessler 130.
Congratulations. On the top end, I'd give Jalen Duren 110, and that's being generous.
You give him less than Walker Kessler?
Yes.
Walker Kessler played 5 games last year. Duren made All NBA and All-Star. You giving him
where was that All NBA in the playoffs? Well, he averaged 19 and 10 in the regular season.
We ain't seen what Walker Kessler could do in the playoffs.
And listen. So what? I'm not giving first. Okay. Disregard the numbers.
The man got to get paid, Chris. Come on, man.
We'll pay him.
We'll pay him for playing 6 games.
We'll pay him, but we're not giving you $45-50 million a year. No.
Britne, let me look at why y'all talking. Let me look at Walker Kessler.
No, I'm not doing that.
He got to get paid. Yeah, I agree. You got to get paid more than
Okay. Walker Kessler got what? 130. We'll give Jalen Duren $130 million and one.
Well, hold on. Not only did Walker Kessler get 130, the Lakers gave up some first round draft picks for him as well. So the Lakers spent draft picks and 130 on him.
So was that for 4 years?
I think so.
So that's 32 a year, right?
That's right about where I would feel.
This man played 5 games last year, dog.
Man, Duren going to get at least compared to that.
He not getting no Supermax, and I love listen, and I love.
Well, hold on, Chris. Can you pull up Duren's basketball stuff? I'm looking at. Okay, so Walker Kessler came in 2022. Mm-hmm. He averaged 9 points as a rookie. He was third. He finished third in Rookie of the Year votes. 9 points and 8 rebounds and 2 blocks. All right, so it was the blocks for me, right? So. Year 2, he averaged 8 points and 8 rebounds and 2 blocks. Year 3, he averaged 11 points and 12 rebounds and 2 blocks. And he just got 130.
That was what was this last year?
Well, I ain't even gonna count last year because he only played 5 games, but last year he averaged 14 points and 11 rebounds in those 5 games he played.
The last full year. I'm sorry.
Oh, the last full year was 11 points and 12 rebounds and 2 blocks.
And how many games did he play that year? Like
he played 58 games that year.
Okay. And Durant just got 19 and
he had 19 and 10 last year.
All right, and what year is he in? 4?
Yeah.
What year was he drafted?
2020. The 2022-2023 season was his rookie season.
Okay, so him and Kessler came in the same year, and so 130 for Kessler.
Yeah, his agent would be doing him a disservice if he didn't get way more than Kessler. You fired agent.
Yeah, you cannot watch a person in your same position get 130 in your same draft class, and who ain't never made All Pro or All Star, and you just make All Star and All Pro and help the number 1 team in the East. It ain't my fault that the coach couldn't coach his way out of a wet paper bag in the playoffs. It helped me find some points. Like, you got to help me too. I'm not a one-on-one ISO player. Yes, I'm not a one-on-one ISO player. So
no. Hold on. Damn all that, because it's not even about the coaching. I watched Jalen Duren get his lunch took in 2 series by a Wendell Carter Jr. Huh?
He bounced back.
Hold on. No.
He bounced back. He bounced back.
Damn that. Wendell Carter Jr. and Evan Mobley.
Hey, he needs to see a sports psychiatrist because when Wendell dunked on him and Angel Reese, who's dating Wendell Carter, who used to date Jalen Duren, put it on her Instagram of him getting dunked on, his mind was just this. I mean, that my former lover is clowning me, and I'm playing against her man now. And the things he's saying in my ear on the court.
And you getting traumatized? Getting traumatized by ex Kitty? 95 a year, 95 million.
Listen, man, they said that Wendell Carter Jr. They said that Wendell Carter Jr. came on the entire series he played with Angel Reese's favorite perfume on. So every time he was running by Durant, he just kept smelling Angel.
95 million 4 years. You ain't got the mentality. You getting broken down because the person you going against going with your ex-girlfriend. 95. 95.
Hey,
I'm not paying this man no Supermax. And to be honest with you, man, he's played himself. Because the Lakers already filled that position, so he's not going there. That was one of the preferred destinations. And the Kings, and to be honest with you, the Kings don't got nothing that we want. So, and the center market really ain't, you know what I'm saying? Everybody pretty much got a center, at least anybody who's a contender, and whoever's not a contender don't got nothing we want, because we're trying to enhance our championship window. We're not still building. We have arrived. We are playoff contenders. Now we're at the point where we're 1 or 2 pieces away. So we don't need a whole bunch of draft capital, because we're not going to get our 1 piece in the draft. We don't believe. So we're not doing business with non-contenders. So go ahead and sign this deal. Sign on the dotted line. So go ahead and sign on this dotted line for we'll give you 132. So you beat Walker Kessler. So you could beat Walker Kessler.
Man.
We'll give you 132.
Britne, what was he, second team? He was second team All NBA.
Third.
No,
132.
I'm not taking nowhere close to Walker Kessler. I got to get 180 at least, dog.
180, bro.
He's getting
at least 180, dog.
I think he's going to at least get a little bit, about 40 million, over 40 million at least.
Man, get that motherfucker 39.99 million a year. I don't want that motherfucker to have 40 million a year.
I mean, yeah, but you got to blame what the Lakers and Walker Kessler's agent, because they set that market.
No. Blame JD, because if he'd have showed up in the playoffs, 240, absolutely.
He showed up for the bigger sample size of 82 games.
Right.
He showed up.
I'm my bad, Mel. I forgot that you win championships after 82 games. My fault. I forgot. We are the 82 game champions. You absolutely right.
Chris,
Appreciate that. Get that nigga 240 for winning the regular season championship. You 100% right.
I'm with you, but how his agent's going to do it is over the entirety of the season, and this is what it was during the entire season. This is how you help them get to the playoffs and whatnot, and yada yada yada. He ain't just going to look at. They're not just going to look at the playoffs.
But I guarantee you, Transgen Langdon, however you pronounce his name, Transgen Langdon is going. Hold on. She cooked. I'm coming back. I'm coming right back with the hors d'oeuvres. Transgen Langdon is going to come right in and be like, "Hey, we appreciate what you did. All-star starter, third team All NBA, 19-10 for the regular season on 65%. Hey, we appreciate what you did in the regular season. However, right, we're gonna have to hit you with some Pistons taxes because what you did in the playoffs was absolutely abysmal.
Y'all can't get mad at him for that was his first playoffs. Y'all can't get mad at him.
That was his second. That was his second.
He's still a young player, Chris.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, like look at Chet.
Check out a ring.
Question: what's the Supermax number? What is the Supermax number?
240
for 4 years.
Yes.
Okay, so he's not going to get 240 most likely.
I don't want him to get two. I don't want him to get 200.
He's at least going to make. I think he's going to get over 40 million a year. That's not the Supermax.
I don't want him to get 199 because that's too close to 200.
I think 180 is a good
no, because you know what? And I had said 180 at first too, but then when I brought it to y'all and then I did the math, 180 was still like $48 million a year. Yeah. Hell no.
Let me ask you this question: what was he supposed to do? He's basically a modern version of Ben Wallace. What was he supposed to do in the playoffs? Give you 20 points?
No, go get a rebound. You got out rebounded by Evan Mobley, who is a stick figure, and you got out rebounded by Wendell Carter, who this man was about to go play in China. He was about to go play in China until Angel Reese revitalized his life some way, somehow, gave him a fresh retwist, and was like, "That's my ex-boyfriend." But
everything associated with Angel Reese can rebound. When he was dating Angel Reese, he was rebounding really good. When the Carter Jr. is rebounding really good, Meg Thee Stallion still hasn't rebounded, but she's probably going to rebound from Klay Thompson. I'm pretty sure. Right, everything associated with Angel Reese rebounds, dog. Her little brother rebounds.
Great rebounder.
Mm-hmm. Listen.
Oh yeah. She rebounded real quick. I think she back with Cardi already. She rebound.
Listen, and I'm not sitting here saying like JD should have been the number 2 scorer, right? Like I'm not expecting JD to just turn it up in the playoffs and go get 25, 26, 28 a game. No, that's when I'm not saying that at all. But at the same time, right? At your position, your job, you're supposed to end plays for the other team and keep plays alive for us, and you did not do that. And
how many games out of the year?
No, I'm talking about in the playoffs.
Yeah, so about 8 games.
No, he had one good game in the playoffs. We played 14. That's not good. That's not good math. Go into your grading scale. If we do your grading, no, he had one good game, and I want to say it was either one of the last games against Orlando or one of the early games against Cleveland. That was it. He did nothing.
Somebody said the most he'll give him is 135.
And you know what? I can live with that. Like, I don't want to live with that. I really want to give the nigga 95.
Nah, dog, 180, man.
I can't be
that man 180, bro.
He did get all NBA. He did make all-star, so I can't be disrespectful. Part of this is in my feelings, but he's not getting 240. He's not getting 200. And if he gets 180, I'm flying to Detroit and I'm knocking on Little Caesars Arena door to have a conversation with management myself.
Are you okay if y'all don't keep him and y'all move forward with John Collins?
Not as the starting center, no. Like if we have to come up, because he's a restricted, so like it either has to be a sign and trade, or we either match with something else somebody else gives them, or we just let them walk with that. But we're not stupid. We're not gonna let him walk. So
would you sign and trade him to Brooklyn for Michael Porter Jr. and find a center somewhere else? Maybe ask him for Sharp as well.
Before I answer that question, I know Brooklyn did some work. Did they get rid of Nick Claxton?
Nick
Yeah.
Claxton is now with and they gonna have a decent roster to the Bulls. Nick Claxton is with the Bulls.
See, they should have honestly.
Bulls
I
will
would
have
have.
Josh
I would have
Giddey.
sent JD to Brooklyn for. I'd have gave him. Give him JD, probably one of them young guys, and maybe a pick or two, and give us some pick consideration back. MPJ and Nick Claxton, and I'd have been straight.
That would have been dope.
I'd have been straight.
Yeah, I watch a few.
What about Wendell Carter? Would you trade him for Wendell Carter?
No, because I'm not basing this.
Don't let injuries break up with him.
No. I'm not basing what he did.
Injuries is the new Erykah Badu.
Causing hell in these streets.
But
man.
these athletes just might be.
No, and again, man, like grateful to what JD did. He took a huge step forward this season, and that's great. And he was a great complimentary piece. But again, we got 60 wins, and it's incredible. We had a great season. We overachieved, but it showed just how much, or just exactly what we were missing when we got into the playoffs. Cade needs somebody to take the pressure off. And then when it was supposed to be Jalen Duren, right? I couldn't even feed you. I couldn't even, you know what I'm saying? If I'm getting double teamed, I should be able to hit you right there in the post. And you shot 65%. And
it was never supposed to be Jalen Duren, though. He ain't got that type of game. He can't even lift his arms over his shoulders. He's so big. It was never supposed to be Jalen Duren.
But the thing is, he doesn't have just the traditional big man's bag. Like, he does have post work. He does have good footwork. It's just for some reason in the playoffs, he left the bag at home. He just became a regular dude. And I'm like, bro, like maybe it's the
I hope now y'all got more of a appreciation for Dwight Howard, because everybody said Dwight Howard ain't had nothing down low. Dwight Howard runs circles around Jalen Duren, dog.
When he was with Orlando? Dwight Howard?
Man, people used to talk about Dwight all the time. Oh, you ain't like Shaq. You ain't got no post moves. You ain't got no hook. No, I'm like, man, Dwight
Howard was a monster.
Yeah, he was.
But also, I would, and this is not taking anything away from Dwight Howard, but at the same time, it was a different league where you could clear the fucking basket out as a center. You can't really get him like Dwight Howard. I mean, of course, not no high elbows, but Dwight Howard can swing around. You can't do that in today's league.
All right, what else happened in free agency that caught y'all eye?
The Greek Freak is down there in South Beach to be a first round exit again.
This is another roster that is gonna be tough to fill out. This is gonna be tough. They got Bam, they got Greek, they ain't got no shooters, they got Wig, they lost Josh Norman.
They lost Norman Powell.
Yeah, what I say, Josh Norman?
Josh Norman.
That's the cornerback for the Panthers.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I didn't know he played basketball. That's different. Oh, all
right. Yeah, so that you lost Tyler Hero.
Shout out, brother Juma.
As a big loss.
Yeah.
Who's their guard?
Davion Mitchell.
Start point, yeah.
Davion Mitchell. So the starting five, the rough starting five looks like Davion Mitchell, Andrew Wiggins. I can't remember. Jaime Jaquez Jr.
I think he was part of the trade.
Was he part of the trade too?
Hero and Jaime Jaquez. Yeah.
He was part of the trade. Who did they have? I can't even remember who they had, but it was Davion Mitchell, Andrew Wiggins, Bam Adebayo, and Giannis. And I can't remember who the fifth person was.
You're gonna have to start probably. Well, this is gonna be tough, but the best five to put based on what's on their roster now, the best five to put on the floor is gonna be really big because it's gonna be Bobby Portis.
That's who they said was gonna be the Bobby Portis, and
then Giannis gonna have to play three, or maybe, yeah.
Sound like to me they could trade one of them guys to go get them some quality depth pieces. Hopefully,
trade who?
I'm just talking crap right now.
Yeah, I know what you're doing. But I'm still giving it thought.
Why do you? So Bobby Portis is coming off the bench.
No, Bobby Portis is starting. Unless they make some moves, he's gonna be your starting.
They don't have nothing on their roster for real. I mean, they did make some draft picks though. So they might end up having to play a rookie some minutes, which these rookies are are actually coming in and being able to contribute though. So, yeah, they don't have no shooting though, so that's gonna be tough. That's
I
gonna be
don't
real
know why would Giannis green light going to Miami?
because it's Miami and it's the Godfather down there. It's Pat. It's Eric Spoelstra. Why wouldn't you want to go to Miami?
You can't sit here and go from saying you want to play meaningful and competitive basketball, and you go and gut this team, and now you're literally about to be playing non-competitive and non-meaning and about to be playing non-competitive and meaningless basketball.
Yeah.
Whereas, however, if you would have went to Boston,
you couldn't force that though.
What you mean? Hold on.
Boston wouldn't give Milwaukee what they was asking for.
I thought I thought it came down to Giannis won the third year, but they was only willing to give him 2-year extension.
I don't know. It might have been that, but it was also reported that Boston didn't want to come off of Hugo Gonzalez and the left-handed shooter.
But you was cool coming off the Finals MVP. But you draw the line at Hugo Gonzalez.
Man, I gotta go back to
my fault, bro. I'll be letting my intrusive thoughts win sometimes, man. Because God, what was Brad Stevens thinking, bro?
He was trying to get off that contract, dog.
I think it was a contract.
Nah, but Giannis to Miami, man, it was a big splash. It was the biggest splash until the Jaylen Brown, of course. But once the dust settled and you actually looked at the picture of the Miami Heat, it's very underwhelming. And it's looking very under 500-ish, if we're being honest.
They had to find more scoring on the guard position, the perimeter play. I don't know where it's coming from.
I don't know where it's coming from either. Man, they got to get some shooting.
Not the best 3-point shooter in the world, perimeter shooter in the world. So I don't.
Bobby Porter's the best shooter on that team,
and that's sad.
Yeah, he can shoot.
So let's grade it. Let's grade both teams, right? What do you grade Milwaukee? What do you grade Miami?
Right now, with their roster or the trade?
The trade and like what you got for it, and like just the trade itself.
I mean, getting Giannis in Milwaukee is an A+ to me. The roster is an F, but getting Giannis in Miami is an A+. And getting Jaime Jaquez and Tyler Hero and the draft picks they got from Milwaukee.
Clearly they're in rebuild. There's no competitiveness.
How many draft picks did they get again?
I think what was it? 5 total or something like that?
First round picks or just 5?
No. Like it was like I think it was like two. Oh, hold on. Let me go look at that deal because it was crazy.
Somebody in the chat said Giannis go come and deliver them other 6 championships that LeBron promised.
That was cool. Well, you know they trying to get LeBron back. So
well, he owed him that he need to go back. He owed him 6 more. Hey, you gotta figure out how to get 6, man.
They got Tyler Hero. Oh shit. The Milwaukee Bucks got Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Kasparis Yukacionis, and then they got the 2026 number 13 overall pick. So the number 13 pick from this draft. Mm-hmm. They got a 2030 first round pick swap, 2031 first round pick, 2033 first round pick, 2033 second round pick, and the Heat got Giannis and Bobby Portis. And the Bucks used the number 13 pick to select Nate Ament.
And who's on the box? Can't speak right now. Who's on the Bucks current roster?
I mean, Khalil will
on that team that they want to keep. I think
Khalil will go make a step. You know what? It would have been real nice for Miami to be able to keep Khalil, but Milwaukee probably was like, nah, I got it. We got to have him.
Yeah,
they got a really good pickup, man. And he's low key because last year was his first season actually kind of taking a step. So he's still under the radar for people. But Khalil Wells will be good.
As of today, the Bucks roster is the guards: Tyler Hero, Ryan Rollins, Braden Burries, Kasparis Yukacionis, Kevin Porter Jr., AJ Green, Gary Trent Jr., Gary Harris, Cormac Ryan. Forwards, Nate Ament, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Kyle Kuzma, Ousmane Dieng, Torian Prince, Pete Nance, Thanasis Antetokounmpo, Alex Antetokounmpo, Malik Lewis. And them boys as good as gone. And then centers is Miles Turner, Khalil Ware, and Jericho Sims.
Yeah, the Miles Turner, Khalil Ware, and Tyler Hero, those.
It's a good foundation, decent foundation.
And they young.
Yeah, they still need a superstar though. But if a superstar, if a superstar was on that roster, they would love Ware, they would love Turner, they would love Tyler. You know what I mean? So,
well, I mean, they might not be as bad as I thought. They might get 30 wins with that team.
Say, let's see how they develop this year, and then next year, let's see if you go get a superstar or something like that.
Yeah, but they gonna be buns though for sure.
Ain't nobody trying to be on the first thing smoking in Milwaukee. It's cold.
Nah.
All right, we got 20 minutes left.
LaMelo Ball to the Timberwolves.
Now that's the duck right there. Mel is the duck right there. Because he gonna be all calm now. He know he pissed underneath. He pissed.
The Hornets are finally the Hornets are finally realizing their true identity as a team of being in rebuild. And they're finally just exploding and sending pieces away. And the first piece to fall out of that was LaMelo Ball to the Timberwolves. I think it happened real quick because it was like Hornets shopping LaMelo Ball, and then the next day, boom, Minnesota. How did that come about? And what y'all think like that's gonna look like?
I'm trying to figure out what they're doing.
Yeah, so that's another team that
they lost Mike Conley. They lost Mike Conley. Mike Conley's in Boston.
He went to Boston. And not backtracking, but I like what Boston is doing. Now they got Tatum as their number one. They got money to make some room. They got Mitchell Robinson off a championship squad. Also, that's going to be able to anchor that defense with Ketta. So you got Ketta and Mitchell Robinson, shot blockers, rebounders, reliable threats. Jason Tatum, Mike Conley as a backup, Pritchard as your point guard, Derek White. Boston got something. They still got Tatum, so I think that's dope. But these teams are getting these star players, and it's like, okay, we got to start. We'll figure everything else out. And Minnesota got LaMelo, got rid of Randall because they was paying Randall a lot. They was paying. Niles Reed wasn't getting huge money, but they're making room. Nobody want these huge contracts all over their roster no more. They really don't. And it's obvious Charlotte didn't want LaMelo's because he's another guy that's gonna be eligible for extension. And Charlotte was like, we don't want to give it to him. We got Kobe White, he's playing good enough, and we got all these other dudes that can score. And they got rid of Miles Bridges. He probably was pissed off that they traded Melo because they best friends. So they was cleaning the house, but I don't think they rebuilding. I think they ready to be a playoff. They're a playoff team right now. Yeah.
In his current state?
Yeah. So
no Melo, no Bridges.
No Melo, no Bridges. They can be a playoff team.
Yeah, right. They can slide into that 7th, 8th, 6th, 7th.
Not no Melo, no Bridges.
Remember they started off slow last year, and I think it was at one point these boys was like 11-30 or something like that, and then they went on a tear and got all the way up to the 7-8 seed, got into the play-in game, but they was throwing up bricks in the play-in, so they didn't make it to the playoffs. But their second half of the season was insane. So was LaMelo Ball. Like everybody was playing well, but here's what they was lacking. They had Diabate at center, and he's like 6'8". Really good athlete, really strong rebound. He's like a Rodman in his younger age, can jump out the gym, but he's just too small. So now you get a little bit more size with Naz Reid, and he can stretch the floor, and you drafted a 6'10" German dude, and you got the 7-footer you drafted last year. So they got better size now. And as far as their points and their scoring, they can get that from the shooting of Knipple and the playmaking and slashing of Brandon Miller. They was also getting it from LaMelo, but they feels like if we lose LaMelo and add Nas Reed with Def and Big Man, and we get our salary down a little bit, keep Kobe White, we think Kobe White can do some of the things that LaMelo did, and we'll be okay, right? That's what they was thinking, and they don't have to pay LaMelo. So we'll see how it works out. They ain't gonna sell no tickets. They ain't got no superstar, so he in Minnesota. So we'll see how that work out. I can tell you one thing: them people in Charlotte was pissed, and if this jump don't work out and they start off slow this season, man, them gonna be some empty seats, dog.
Nah, that team gonna be in Vegas. Relocate.
That team gonna be in Michael Jordan backyard.
Because you know what? They talking about expanding and bringing a team back to Seattle and possibly adding a team to Vegas. And by doing that, you would have to move somebody from the West to the East. They're talking about Minnesota or even Memphis, just based off of how it looks geographically. Well, it makes plenty of sense to go ahead and ship the Hornets over there to Vegas or Seattle.
Man, Charlotte has turned into Black Mecca. It like we in Charlotte, they took Black Mecca away from Atlanta. If you take the ball club away from Charlotte, man, don't take that team away.
You got the Panthers to root for, and UNC. You good, and Duke.
We need basketball. We need pro basketball too.
Pro basketball need to get it together in Charlotte because it ain't looking too promising.
But Minnesota got to fill out their roster, man. Most of these teams who made moves for big names, their roster is jacked up, and they gotta fill it out.
Yeah, the free agency ain't done though. There's still, and then we still got to find out where LeBron is landing.
I was going to ask that question.
Not that I care, but
I was Gary ask y'all that question. Where do y'all think LeBron will go?
I believe the Golden State rumors. I believe that, but I also kind of believe the Cleveland as well. So one of those places.
Philly jumped into the list. They was talking about it on SportsCenter. That they're reaching out, trying to see if they can. Somebody's reaching out. One party is reaching out to the other.
I would love to see how that money works out.
Well, Rich Paul, and we know how we feel about Rich Paul here, but Rich Paul came out and said that wherever he goes next is not going to be about the money.
Yeah, he's going to take the vet minimum.
He just wants to play competitive, meaningful basketball.
Can Philly pay the vet minimum though? Of what LeBron would? I think LeBron is
that minimum is the vet like
1.6.
Nah, he ain't playing for that.
I think it's like 3 million, 3-4 million.
The vet minimum?
Nah, he not playing for that. He go get 15.
Nah, he not getting 15. He ain't getting 15 from none of the teams. Well, maybe Cleveland, Miami.
Put a lunch on it. Put a $25 Cash App lunch on it. That LeBron take more than 10.
I said this, and I know when he said that he wanted to go to one or two teams after coming back, and I looked at him like, you must be bugging for the Sixers. But being that we got so much scoring now, and he could provide defense, rebounding, and you got to focus on him scoring. Sixers fans, bear with me. I'm going to say it. But you might Ben Simmons. This would be the only time ever I'll be willing to bring him back for depth pieces.
He said he's ready. He said he's ready.
Do I trust him? No, but what he can give, he only want to go to the Sixers of the Heat is what he said. Now he gonna have to deal with the media aspect of what happened before. Is his mental strong enough to handle that? We'll find that out. But
that's a good sign, though, Britne, that he said he want to go to the Sixers.
I know, but Mel, because you said the contract situation, and he's only going to be able to get a vet minimum, he could be a good solid piece coming off the bench for the Sixers with what he can provide. He gives us a wing, playmaking, and defense.
And rebounding, yeah.
And rebounding is what we need. We need the size.
Nah, I'm down with it.
I don't like that I had to say it, but it fits. He fits.
And I think, to be honest with you, I think Doc Rivers was the problem.
Yeah, I would do that over LeBron.
I think Doc Rivers was the problem, to be 100% honest with you.
If LeBron, I don't want LeBron on my team, but if if he could take that vet minimums, we can only do but vet minimums right now.
First off, if
Y'all
LeBron
trade Maxey, y'all can do a lot more.
I'm not trading Maxey. I'm sorry.
if LeBron go to Philly,
not yet.
If
Not
LeBron
great
go to Philly, he's never beaten the allegations.
What's the allegations?
What's the allegations?
The super team and the team hopping.
He wouldn't beat him.
He's never beaten the allegations.
He ain't gonna beat it if he go to Miami. He not gonna beat it if he go to Golden State. Ain't winning nothing, but he not.
He better go bring Memphis out the dumpster.
Memphis. That's not happening.
Memphis, he go ask them for 50.
Speaking of Memphis, real quick, two things before we got 10 minutes left. 2 minutes. Ja Morant to Portland and Kawhi Leonard back to Toronto.
Too many guards in Portland, especially point guards. I thought they was gonna offload probably Drew Holiday. And I thought a good landing spot for him would have been the Rockets, but the Rockets got a free agent and Marcus Smart, so they wouldn't need, and they got Van Vliet coming back, so they wouldn't make a trade for Drew Holiday. So I think if they was going to trade Holiday, they should have done it before they signed a point guard. So I don't know who else would need him. Maybe Boston wouldn't mind him coming back, but they got 4 point guards. They got Scoot Henderson, they got Ja Morant, they got Dame Lillard coming back healthy, and they got Drew Holiday. That's going to be really rough. And Danny Avdija plays some point forward as well, so he has the ball in his hand. So it's going to be interesting to see how they try to fit that in.
Mm-hmm.
They got to make a trade.
Yeah. And then how you feel about Kawhi going back to Toronto?
Unbothered.
Does that move the needle for Toronto in the East? The wide open East?
If he plays.
I mean,
sorry.
Scotty Barnes is good. Him and Kawhi together could be good. You know, Brandon Ingram and Scotty Barnes, I don't think they played much together last year because I think Scotty Barnes was hurt at the beginning of the season.
No, I think B.I. was the one that was hurt the most out of that.
How many games Kawhi playing next year?
He'll probably play 65. What did he play this year? 70 something?
It was over the 65 limit, I think.
Yeah, Kawhi, KD, and LaMelo Ball was 3 people I was really proud of this season. LaMelo played 72. KD played 78 or something like that. And Kawhi played like 70 or something like that.
Oh, you played 65. Okay.
65, yeah. So, yeah, all 3 of them dudes, I was proud of them.
I don't really watch it. No.
Real quick. Shout out to my brother Jay. I'm gonna give y'all a book 'em. I'm gonna give y'all a free agency book it, right? Kyrie Irving is gonna be in a Pistons jersey.
Y'all better worry about a big man before y'all worry about some Kyrie Irving.
Nah, the big man is good. He's in his feelings right now, but he finna sign this one, probably 170, 180.
How y'all gonna get Kyrie? Trap pick?
Or if they
y'all
don't
want to unload him?
I think the time up. I think the time is up in Dallas for Kyrie. But either we trade some of the young guys and picks, or if we can't come to an agreement with JD, send him down there for one of them centers plus Kyrie, and
ooh, you send Durant down there. Get they not
Gafford
gonna give Lively up though.
So give us Gafford and Kyrie.
Yeah, but I wouldn't trade Durant for Gafford. I got to get Lively though.
We'll probably throw in like a pick or two to get Lively.
Yeah, Durant for Lively, Kyrie, Durant and a pick, and another player for Lively and Kyrie. Y'all gonna need some scoring because y'all let Tobias Harris go right to San Antonio with no problem. And y'all restructuring that whole team. No beef stew. No.
Well, we re-signed Kevin Huerter, so there's gonna be some shooting there.
I don't care about no Kevin Huerter, man.
I'm just saying, but that's my bucket. Kyrie, and if we can't agree to terms with Duran, it'll be a sign and trade to get Kyrie and Lively in Pistons jerseys. That's the bucket.
What was you about to say, Britne?
Nothing. I don't remember, to be honest with you. Lost my train of thought.
All right, really quick. WNBA All-Star starter results came back this morning, and it looks like this. You got 3 Indiana Fevers who got voted in as all-star starters. Now, for some context, most of the time in the NBA, when you get 3 players from one team,
So
not just as all-stars, but as all-star starters, it's
winning.
usually from a team that's ranked number 1 or 2 in the
Yeah.
standings. Like, man, this team is so good. You've got to reward some of these players with all-star nods, right? But the Fever is number 7, and they're not even number 1 in the in the East. That's the Dream and the Liberty. So they're number 3 in the East, number 7 overall. But somehow they got 3 all-star: Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, and Caitlin Clark. The rookie from Minnesota Lynx, Olivia Miles, she gets in. Her teammate Natasha Howard gets in. Of course, Asia Wilson, Gabby Williams for the Valkyrie, Stewie, of course, first-time all-star Jessica Shepard, and the number 1 vote getter for the entire all-star was Paige Beckers, and she rounds off the 10 starters. Now, one more thing I wanted to say about that. I kind of just want to show you how everything played out, because of course the fan vote is 50%, the media is 25, and 25 for the players. The players get votes, right? I want you to look at Paige Beckers at the top. The fan, she, like I said, she was number 1 for the fan vote. She got the most fan vote. The media ranked her number 2, and all the players ranked her number 1 of the guards. At the top half, there's all the guards. So the players see Paige Beckers as the number 1 guard, and the media see her as the number 2 guard, and she got the most fan vote. So that kind of checks out even. Look at the discrepancy if you go 2 players down and see Caitlin Clark.
11 is great.
So she's very popular. She's got the number 2 most votes from the fans. The media seems to think she's a top 3 guard, only behind Olivia Miles, the rookie, and Paige Beckers. But when you see how the players rank her amongst guards, they had her number 11. And you're not going to find 9 and 10 on the list, because 9 and 10 didn't even get votes enough to be an all-star. So it's some players that didn't make all-star who the players felt like was better than Caitlin Clark this year. So they got her ranked number 11 amongst the players. All right, so with all of that being said, what are your thoughts on all of that?
The glazing is crazy from the fans and the media.
Donut shop worthy glaze.
Well, the fans go keep the this is 3 years. This is 3 years in a row that Indiana Fever has got Boston, Mitchell, and Caitlin Clark in the All-Star. But this is the first year that they all been starters, though. So
no dream players.
No dream players, and they're number 1 in the East.
Makes no sense to me.
I think, but they, if you look at the list though, they're gonna be on. They're gonna make All-Star. That's just the starters. But at least Ryan Howard or Alicia. Honestly, if you look at the forwards on the bottom half and you see Angel Reese, she got number 6 fan vote. The media ranked her number 6. The players ranked her number 6. So that's really consistent across the board, but not enough to be top 5 and be a starter. So she's just right outside of it, and everyone kind of agrees with that. Now, I don't think Aaliyah Boston should have gotten as much votes as she did. You see that the media had her at 5 and the players ranked her at 8. So they think Angel Reese deserved a nod more than Aaliyah Boston really do. But it's just a fan vote. Like, Indiana Fever got so many fans that it's gonna be hard to beat Caitlin, Mitchell, or Boston. But Angel Reese will be an all-star, and I think Alicia Gray will as well, and Ryan Howard. So they're gonna have the Dream are gonna have 3 all-stars. They're just not gonna be starters.
I also think you only have so much to choose from in the WNBA. So you gotta put out there what you think is gonna be the best product And the last couple of All-Star weekends for the WNBA have been pretty good turnouts. So I think you kind of gotta cater to what the fans want, even though a lot of the fans are only Caitlin Clark fans and not actual fans of basketball. But shout out to the fact that they did get some of them right with Olivia Miles. Like that.
Yeah.
That's outstanding. I love that.
Yeah, but it's gotta be so clear and obvious. If it's close, you know what I mean? Like you gotta like Olivia Miles is really outperforming a lot of people. You know what I mean? She's really outperforming Paige right now. Right. So Olivia Miles is outperforming a lot of people, dog. So to do that go that far and beyond the norm just to get the nod is annoying, because if she was just doing okay, like Angel's doing okay, they're gonna figure out a way to snub you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
quick question: can you bring the chart back up? Real
which
quick?
one?
The all the weighted scoring and all that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can take it off if you want. So how do you think the Caitlin Clark fans feel about Paige Beckner's being ranked higher than her?
They okay with Paige and Olivia, because I be listening to all their shows. They don't have much to say about Paige and Olivia being over Caitlin, as long as it's not Reese and as long as Caitlin don't fall too far. You know what I mean? So it's so obvious that Paige and Olivia is better than her. They've already conceded that. They've conceded that the only thing they can say is nobody is guarded like Caitlin in the league. No one guards Olivia and Paige like they guard Caitlin and pick them up 94 feet. But remember, they don't watch those games. They only watch Caitlin games. So I don't know how they even know that. Right. So, but that's the only comeback they got. It's so obvious Olivia and Paige is better.
Didn't we say this before they all even got into the WNBA? Like, we're trying to tell you this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben tried to tell them.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah.
Do you think Olivia Miles can win MVP in her rookie season?
No, because Asia is if Asia's out of the picture, yes. But so I went and did my MVP. I did my thing, right? And once I went through all my numbers, including offensive value, defensive value, and team success, and all of that stuff, you know how I go through all of that. What I came out with is it's far and beyond Asia, but Olivia Miles is number 2, but Briana Stewart is a close third. Nobody else is close. 1, 2, and 3 is head and shoulders above the rest of them. But Asia is the best defensive player on the floor and the best offensive player on the floor. You just can't beat that, especially when she got a top 2 record in the league. So she's averaging 2 steals a game and 2 blocks. 2 blocks leads the league. So you're the leading in shot blocking. You also providing steals. You're a rim protector. You can protect the perimeter when you step out, and you the top scorer and the leading scorer in the league and the second best record. Olivia's not gonna be able to beat that. Her defense is never gonna be as good as Asia Wilson's. So in order for Olivia to win, her team is going to have to win probably 10 more games than the Aces to overcome what Asia does defensively.
And Asia got this league on lock.
She do. She do. They gonna have to hope she get pregnant or something, because so they gonna have to hope she get pregnant, because and she got this thing on lock until she go out of her prime.
Yeah, she
got to get pregnant or something, dog. And I ain't wishing it on nobody this early if they don't want it. You know what I mean? Because that's your whole life. Once you start having kids, your whole life is your kids, man. So, but sheesh, yeah, Asia got it on lock, dog.
We shall see.
All right, y'all. This was a good episode, man. I appreciate y'all stopping by, man. Any last words before we end it? Hey,
Just make sure you hit that like button if you ain't hit it yet.
Y'all can send them cash apps if y'all want to. Is Mel calculating VORP? I am not.
Calibrating was almost crazy. Go ahead.
He tired. That's all it is. He ain't had his watermelon today. He ain't had his fruit.
He said the fact that they treat pregnancy like an ACL.
That's not funny. I shouldn't be laughing.
That's the ACL tear, huh?
I ain't never seen it on the injury report though.
But they got protections in place now. It's different now.
If I ever see one of the studs on the injury report say out pregnancy, I'm crying laughing. I'm like, oh man, she slipped the one time she slipped up with a she got lots of.
But just think about it. When the league started, you got pregnant. That was like a death sentence.
Yeah, you was down at least 2 seasons.
Crazy.
You was down 2 seasons at least.
Or you might not come back, depending on who you are.
They used to do that in the Navy, though, man. They'd be like, hey, man, we leaving in September for 6 months. And then we start getting ready, you know, to leave in September. And then when August come, you see them like girls. You see it. Be like, oh, man, her uniform untucked. That means because when you get pregnant, you untuck you get a pregnancy uniform, and it's not tucked in. So when we see them come in with that untucked uniform, like she about to skip this deployment, man.
Now you know what was the tell before the untucked uniform? What? The tennis shoe shit.
The tennis, yeah. They start they can't wear boots no more. They wear them tennis shoes with their uniform. Then that shirt.
You ain't gonna make it for September.
Yeah, they be getting pregnant on purpose, but then when we come back 6 months later, they show back up, like, you ain't pregnant? Oh, no, I lost it. Man, get out of here, man.
Hey,
not lose that baby, man.
It's some benefits I see being in the military.
Bruh, hey, I done seen enough girls get pregnant before the deployment and then come back like, oh, I lost. What clinic you lose it at, man? Come on, dog. Are you serious? And it ain't nothing we can do about it.
No.
I'm serious. That's what they was doing.
Wait. Look at fertility sprain.
Chris, am I lying, Chris?
Nah, that's how they was doing it.
Man, you'll see at least 50 of them.
I ain't mad at them. I wouldn't want to be deployed neither.
Nah, man, but you can't play with your body like that and get knocked up and then go clothes hanger it out, man. That's whack.
We
man.
almost made it out the show. Just fine.
Without some crazy nonsense.
Without some crazy mess. We almost made it.
Well, who brought it up?
Chris?
No, Mel. Was it Chris or Mel brought it up? Talking about
I didn't bring it. I didn't bring them up getting pregnant in the WNBA.
Mel, you started.
Oh, that was you. You was like, man, I hope she don't get pregnant.
Don't get pregnant.
That's the only way she can win MVP.
Mel be starting stuff and blaming other people.
Don't even be knowing it.
They be making me so mad, man, because they
are cutting up
the day before we leave, right? And they clean out their locker the last day we were about to roll out. We pull that ankle up, pulling ropes. They be on the daggone pier waving with their untucked uniform. Bye, y'all. See y'all in 6 months. And when we come back, the first day they come on the ship, like, where the baby at?
Mel, look, playing BCL.
Man, I went to the carnival and got on the roller coaster. Didn't make it. That's that cheap abortion. You get on that roller coaster.
that ain't funny, Mel. That ain't funny. Some of these women probably really out here losing their babies, and you
on the roller coaster. They say they drink 3 raw eggs. They drink 3 raw eggs and then go get on that roller coaster.
All right, let's
all that junk.
Make sure if you haven't hit the like button, man, please.
He gonna cause cancellations on this show.
Please make sure you hit the like button. If you're not subscribed already and you just stumbled across this channel, man, please make sure you subscribe.
If y'all want to see Chris and Britne more, make sure y'all tuned in on Sunday when they go live for the Blitz. They be talking about the NFL, so they'll be live on the Blitz. Go over and subscribe. Man Down Sports Football. Go subscribe. And y'all see them on Sunday, man. Until next time, y'all. Peace.